Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we're going to do something a little different. This is going to be a prequel video to the series that we're going to start later this week, and it's going to be exciting. We are going to do a max difficulty run. Max difficulty, you say? Well, we're going to start off by making hunger ravenous. Now, ravenous makes the duplicants eat twice as much. Additionally, it means you have to get food set up quickly and a lot of it. We're going to set the durability to threadbare, which means our suits are going to fall apart all the time. So that means we're going to have to get the thimble reed going very soon because we're going to need a lot of it too. We're going to set disease to outbreak prone, which means we're going to have to be really careful with slime lung, food poisoning, etc. Morale, yep, draconian. So morale's always going to be an issue. We're going to have to pay special attention to room bonuses and making sure that duplicants don't have too many skills. And then finally, the coup de grace. Stress, frankly depressing. We will have stress problems on this colony, and it's going to be fabulous. And then to make things worse, we're going to turn care packages off, which means the printing pod will give us duplicants, but it's not going to give us any sort of extra food or materials that would help us along. To make things worse, we had an awesome idea. Basically, we just take bad dupes. Well, we're not necessarily going to take bad dupes, but we're going to leave it up to Randy Random. For instance, I think we're going to allow ourselves to predict, like, hey, we definitely want diggers and maybe a researcher here. But then we're going to go over to our PowerShell. Echo, did you say PowerShell? Yes, I literally meant Windows PowerShell. Now, I know there's a bunch of websites out there that can give you random numbers, but, well, so can Windows PowerShell, and this way we don't have to worry about some of those websites and their nefarious affairs. What we can do is take the getRandom commandlet, minimum 1, maximum of 11, which means this is going to give us a random number between 1 and 10. This time it gave us a 7. So then we'll go in here and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is who we're stuck with. And in this example, this would be even worse. A duplicant who's ravenously hungry with a bottomless stomach. I don't even want to predict how much food Gene here would eat. The only reason I'm even giving ourselves the heads up of saying, hey, we need to start with X, Y, and Z is because what we're probably going to do is get the bare minimums and say, hey, we want a rancher as well, because there's some things you just can't do without ranchers. And to maybe give us ourselves the best chance we can, yeah, we're still going to hit the random number generator and say, okay, here's a rancher with yokel and green thumb, that sort of thing. Additionally, when we go to the printing pod, we're going to do the same thing in PowerShell. We'll ask the PowerShell each time, hey, which duplicant are we taking? We're taking duplicant number 1. Doesn't matter if he's a yokel. Doesn't matter if they're ravenously hungry and a bottomless stomach. Doesn't matter if they snore or they can't sleep without the light on. We will have to make do. So Echo, why are you just telling us about it instead of just starting? Well, the reason is because patch day is tomorrow. You can see here by Frankie awkwardly stroking the light that it's only 1 day away till our next patch. And if we go over here to the patch notes, we can see some of the changes they're adding. The next patch is going to contain the classic style rhyme cluster. And rhyme is a more difficult starting location. In the patch notes, it has some other updates of things that they might be adding, and you never know, this cluster may not even make it. We'll have to wait and see until we see the patch notes tomorrow. But for now, it looks like they're going to add the rhyme cluster. They're actually adding a couple of new achievements, which is going to be great because it means we're probably going to be doing an achievement run here soon. An in-game radiation effect, some polish on the rad bolt sensor, and even added some sounds. There's a bunch of other little fixes in here, but the key being is we just don't want to start before a fresh patch, especially considering we're starting with a brand new series, but there's also some stuff that you can add to this series in the comments. For instance, what are we naming our duplicants after? Now these duplicants are going to be hero dupes because they're going to be doing a lot of stuff in some horrible environments. So I was kind of thinking of maybe some Marvel and DC hero thing. But I'm really excited for this series, and you should see it in your notifications probably starting on Friday. Because what happens is I will record the episode tomorrow, and then I'll edit it the next day and have it scheduled to be published first thing the following day after that. Most of my videos, I try to get them out on 10 a.m. on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Why 10 a.m. Eastern time for me? Well, it looks like that's when the majority of people like to watch my videos. So make sure you're looking out for it. Throw some ideas in the comments below, and I'll look forward to talking to you then. Talk to you soon.